Hello and welcome to another episode of Bill the Billboard Guys Billboard Review Show. I'm Jason Sirotin, and today we are joined by our host, Bill Hobbs. Bill the Billboard Guy, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. For those who haven't seen the show before, what we do is we review billboards. Bill has not seen these billboards. He's going to give us his honest opinion, his 35 plus years in the billboard space. And I'm going to give my commentary too. And with that, why don't we get going? David Comey, the attorney that rocks.
Wow, that really gets your attention for sure. Yeah. The good thing about it is, it says injured. His name is really, you know, large, so it's easy to see. The only thing about it, for me at least, is that, a lot of attorneys will put their pictures up there, but to me, this looks like somebody who you'd want to, do an acid hit with, and party with, but not necessarily with an attorney. You want to have somebody who's, you know, can have your back and professional. Where to me, that's not the image that this really portrays.
Well,
So
Bill, this guy comes to you though, and he says, "Yo, bro, I'm the rock attorney and I want to be a rocker." What would you say to him?
I would say, I appreciate that, and that's a good idea. The only issue is that, you know, my job is to make sure the billboard works as effective as possible, and the artwork is the most important part of outdoor advertising and billboards. So you want to have whatever you're selling, you want to have that image that conveys what you're trying to get across. And to me, this looks like, you know, um, somebody who personally I wouldn't call if I needed an attorney.
Well, from my standpoint, it's like if you're going to a jury trial or something like that, you know, you want to put on a good thing, and people do judge a book by its cover. So
Oh
you
yeah.
kind of have to play that game. On a scale of 1 to 5 star, Bill, what do you rate this billboard?
I'd probably rate it a 3, and it would be a lot better if, like, on his picture, I'm sure if he's a trial lawyer, he probably pulls his hair back in a ponytail and looks more presentable, wears a suit for trial. So you could change it and make it much more effective. It's probably a 2 or a 3. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
David Comey, the attorney that rocks. All right, next up, we have it's a heating and air company. Don't lose your cool. Call us Pro Comfort and Heating. What do you think, Bill?
Actually, the thing about this is that "Don't lose your cool, call us," is great. But the issue is that their logo is really almost the last thing you notice. You don't know you so a lot of people make this mistakes with billboards is that what they'll do is they'll have a cool tagline, which it's great to have a tagline to get your attention to the board, but who you are and what you do is the most important thing. So if they had Pro Comfort Heating and Air, the same size as Don't Lose Your Cool, Call Us, and at the bottom it said Don't Lose Your Cool, Call Us in the same text size as Pro Comfort, then it would be a 4 or 5 out of 5. But right now, if you look at this, you don't really, it takes a second to see who the advertiser is. And then they
Yeah, and
also
this
have,
Yep.
and then also their website and their name is different. So nobody's remember Waynesburg HVAC.com. And then phone numbers, I don't usually like to put phone numbers on the board because nobody's remember the phone number unless you have a 404-865 cool or something. But people with phones websites and phone numbers you don't need on billboards, because if you took the phone number of the website off, made Pro Comfort Heating and Cooling much larger, like I talked about, then people use their cell phone and just say, call Pro Comfort Heating and Cooling or Google Pro Comfort Heating and Cooling, and they come up. So
Yeah,
I almost never put a phone number or a website on a billboard, or unless it's a vanity phone number like 800 new claim for a lawyer or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think they really missed an opportunity with if they were going to use a URL to do a vanity URL, and it can be specific for their billboards, and then their marketing team can track that URL to see what kind of return the billboard's giving. So there's a couple missed opportunities here. Bill, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, what do you rate this board in its current state?
2.
A 2. Okay. All right, here we go. On to billboard number 3. I just thought this one was interesting. I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah. What is that? Let's see.
Rain Nightclub presents Summer Bash. And then a bunch of logos. And then this looks like bands.
And then I don't know what.
This is Final Fantasy video game. It's a woman.
Oh, it's a woman with a rabbit hat on,
with a rabbit head, with rabbit ears. Yeah,
a bodybuilder on the right or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the heck this one says. This
you're going 60. You could tell this is on a highway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I would probably give this a 0 because number one, there's too much copy. Number two is you always want to have a lot of contrast between the color of the background and the text. So it's like a light blue sky, and then rain night club and summer bash is blue. So you don't even read that,
Well, the words are too close together.
Yeah, and then the logos you can't read. I mean, there's there's no is beyond.
They should have they would have been better off just throwing their money away.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is all it needs to say is, have a picture of something and then put a light background with dark copy, rain nightclub summer bash, and that's it. Because people can Google it, and then it has all this, has its website, it has its other stuff, and then it has.
I mean, I would go lifestyle, right? Rain nightclub summer bash, the time of your life.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need. Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to be like, well, what's rain nightclub? What's summer bash? That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. And then
it could even just be a picture of people partying on a beach.
Oh, yeah. And then on the right, it does say Saturday, July 9th, but you don't even notice that. So all you need to know is what they're doing and when it is. So rain nightclub summer bash, Saturday, July 9th, and then a picture of it looks like they're by the beach somewhere.
Well, now, wait. Now
I'm beach in a person.
I thought it was a club, but why would they give the central time?
Oh, weird. It must be near somewhere where near Georgia and Alabama where part
right. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just all
right. So
somebody who should have put the money into another kind of advertising.
So if somebody came to you with this idea, you would be like, get out.
Well, and this happens. I have a client now who send me some artwork, and I'm like, hey, we can't put this up. It's not going to work, So what I would do is I would sit down with them, and I do this when I first meet is I say, hey, we've been doing this for 35 years, is you can give me the ideas and I'll do the artwork and keep it real simple to make it as effective as possible. And that's part of our service that a lot of people, like the rep who sold this board, just wanted to get a sale and didn't care about putting something up that's going to work.
So Rain Nightclub gets a 0.0 stars.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, yeah.
The next billboard is from a area that you really like, Bill, and that's healthcare and hospitals. Oh man, I got a bad. I didn't get a good image here, but it says Beverly Hospital Amputation Prevention Center. And then, oh man, I should have got a better image.
Oh, it says amputation. Okay. Yeah.
Amputation, healing wounds faster. It's a wound center.
Okay. Yeah. So the good thing about this board is that Beverly Hospital is readable. and I like healing wounds faster, but what was it? Amputee?
Yeah, it says Amputation Prevention Center.
Yeah. So
And then it says
oh,
something
there it is.
underneath, and I
Okay.
can't
Yeah.
read it.
So it should say like across the top, Beverly Hospital Amputee Prevention Center. All that needs to be in huge copy because right now you don't know this is an amputee prevention center. It says healing wounds faster because that's so small that you
Yeah,
can't
this
even read it.
yeah, this is
So
almost like we're witnessing it going 70 miles an hour. This is
yeah.
probably about as good as you'd see it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And then they also have 5 pictures of people. If you see how the pictures take up 2/3 of the board, that doesn't tell me anything. So if you put a picture, I always recommend having one picture per person, have that maybe a quarter or a third of the board at the most. That leaves 2/3 of the board space for copy. And then everything else will be much larger and the billboard will work real well for the client. But here, as you can tell from looking at this, is that, you don't even know it's an amputee prevention center.
Yep. Okay, Bill, on a scale of 0 to 5 stars, what do you give the Beverly Hospital billboard?
Probably a 2 because it
A
is getting
2.
advertising for the hospital.
I have one more question. Do you think they could have been a little bit more diverse in their imagery?
Oh, for sure, yes, because it's all white people, yeah.
Well, it's all people with very light skin. I don't
Light
know.
skin, yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, yeah, and but really, you only wanna have 1 picture up there because that takes up the reason why the copy is so small is because they use so much of the board space for
for
pictures.
these people.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next board, we're going to go right along and continue with the healthcare journey. We have Jackson Parish Hospital. Always serving, always quality.
Yeah. So it looks like this is for a billboard for the Dr. Parkerson. So, it's a little there are some good things about it. Like you can read her name. It's got 1 picture, which is good. Um, but the way it's laid out is difficult to read. So
Yeah, because your eyes jumping all
yeah, you're
over.
all over the place. Yeah. So what you want to do is have the picture on the left and then have move like you don't like, I mean, if you want to keep it's really too much copy. So if you just put her name up there and like with billboards, you want to have as few words as possible. So it
Yeah, it's
says,
almost like this should be lifted and bring this text underneath and put
yeah,
this, get rid of the text, just the logo over here.
yeah. And this always serving, always quality, always whatever. Take all that off. And even,
Yeah,
so if you take all that off
just
and just
this.
put the logo
Yep.
and then put her name and then put the phone number underneath it, then
It's fluid.
it would probably be a 4 or a 5. Now it's like a 3, so there are some good things about it, but you're right, like you said, with billboards, people have to keep in mind that you're going by quickly, so you only see it for a few seconds.
Yep.
And with this, your eye kind of jumps all over the place. It's hard to read.
Gotcha. Okay. Bill gave that a 3. We are moving on to our next billboard. We're going back to the loft, and we have Call Eng and Fong, auto accident attorneys.
Yeah, this one is there's some good things like she has her picture up there, but it's almost well there's too much copy. Like it says, I would take off the website and make auto accident attorneys larger.
But that's her logo though, Bill. So she's only really adding a .com.
Yeah, but you don't really need like for example, so if you I would either do one or two things. There's too much copy. If it was me, I would take off. A lot of people don't use their logo on billboards. They'll put their name up there.
Ah,
So I would either leave the website up there and remove call and pong. But if it was me, I would remove the website, make accident attorneys larger, and then move 866 Got Pain down, because our picture is an attractive woman. The picture looks great, you know. But if you would do that, then everything would flow a lot better. It'd be easier to read. The other thing too, like I don't really like that something wrong, because something wrong doesn't, tell me that, hey, there's an accident. Something wrong could be, hey, my heater stopped working.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a gimmick on her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Something wrong. And that's what I was going to say. They're leaning on the joke rather than the effectiveness.
Oh, that's right. It is. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't catch that. Yeah. So it basically rhymes. Yeah. Something wrong, call and pong. Yeah. So that's kind of catchy. I just realized that. Okay. Yeah. So,
But is that good? Do you think that's good? Like, is it a good use of space?
I do, because it does, you would talk about it is catchy. So
Yeah.
I would just take off the website, make accident, because auto accident attorney is very small. If you
And that's
notice
very
that.
important.
So
That's important.
if you drive by and you don't see auto accident attorneys, this could be a chiropractor. Something wrong, got 866 got pain. Because so I would go ahead, and this is probably a 3 how it is, but if you took the logo off the website, then it would probably be a 4 or 5, and just make those minor changes.
I love it. All right. Coming up, we're going back to home services. Another Pro Comfort board.
This one is better than the other one because the Pro Comfort is more noticeable. And I like the fact that it has a picture of a furnace and a, AC unit out there. But again, like the website and the phone number and that Facebook logo takes away from everything else. So if you took the bottom line off, leave your comfort up to the professionals, move that down, then you could make Pro Comfort probably 3 times the size, and it'd be great. So,
Yep. And we still have the website issue in terms of
you don't need the website or the phone number. So you could make a couple small tweaks on this, and it would be very effective. Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Okay. And I believe, we have one more board, our last board of the day. We are here on Bill the Billboards Guy Billboard Review Show. Coming up on our final billboard, we call it the Martini. Here is our Martini board. Pursue the next you. College of Professional Studies, Villanova.
That actually is not bad. Yeah, I mean that's actually pretty good. The logo's noticeable. Pursue the next you can read College of Professional Studies, and has a picture of a woman who looks like she's got things going on, who's just moving up. So I actually like this board. Let's see. The only thing you may, and I don't know if this is on an interstate, if it's on a surface street where you're going by at 30 miles an hour, it's fine. If it's on the interstate where you're going by at 70, I would just the only thing I would do is make Pursue the Next You a little smaller and make College of Professional Studies a little bigger. But yeah, this is actually a very good board. I rated it 4. Yeah. This is the best one we've done. Yeah.
Nice. We end on a high note for sure. Bill the Billboard Guy can be found at effortlessoutdoormedia.com, your one-stop shop for billboard advertising, transit advertising, digital billboards, and so much more. Make sure you go to effortlessoutdoormedia.com. If you're interested in getting in contact with Bill, you can email him at bhobbs, that's HOBBS, at effortlessoutdoormedia.com. That's B as in boy, HOBBS at effortlessoutdoormedia.com. Go to effortlessoutdoormedia.com for all of your billboard needs, from transit to digital to poster advertising to vinyls. We got it all. Bill can help you out. On behalf of the Billboard, on behalf of Bill, the Billboard Guys Billboard Review Show, I'm Jason Sirotin. We'll see you next time.